Welcome to Community Conversations. I'm Frederick County Executive Jan Gardner, and I'm very excited today to have with me Karen Crum, who's the Acting General Manager of the Great Frederick Fair, to talk about the upcoming 154th Fair here in Frederick County. Welcome, Karen.
Thank you. I'm really glad to be here. Thanks for asking me to come.
Well, we're very excited to talk about the fair. I do think we have the best fair in the state of Maryland and maybe in the whole country. I think we really have a great week at the fair. So can you give us a little bit of background and history about the fair?
Sure. The fair actually started in 1822, and it wasn't at the location it is now. It started in the barracks. It sort of started where the golf course is on 144 and 70. And now we are celebrating our 154th celebration. If you do the math, it doesn't really calculate to be correct, but that's because they did shut the fair down for an avian influenza epidemic that happened, and World War II and the Civil War. So we got to 154, but there were a few skipped.
A few skips. Well, it seems like those were pretty good reasons.
Yeah.
So can you give us some highlights of the fair? I know the fair runs from September 16th to September 24th. So what is new and what are the highlights of what we can expect for this year's fair?
Sure. Our fair, like you said, is in September. It's the third full week. And this year our theme is Barn in the USA, which is on our fair book and stuff. We do have a transit bus wrapped this year, which is really cool. We also kicked off our ticket sales with avenue banners downtown in the streets. And we have things that are new. We have a chainsaw carver coming. We have a mechanical bull. I'm not sure if everyone knows, but we actually are Frederick County's largest agricultural classroom. So we have 6,000 elementary school kids that come Monday through Thursday. This year, there'll be a little less because of the school getting out early on Thursday. And they come for school tours, and they take tours around the whole fairgrounds, and there's different zones that take them to all the different exhibits. And they kind of learn a little bit about where their food comes from. Then the older kids have curriculum that we've worked with Frederick County Public Schools directly, and their curriculum matches their lesson plans in school, and they actually learn more of like the geography and different parts of their curriculum. So we're excited for that as well. We have a beer garden and a wine garden, which is an oldie but a goodie. And then we have new vendors coming in. We have about a little over 50 food vendors, and then another 100, about 100 other commercial vendors that come into the fair.
Yeah.
So we have a lot
It's a
going
big
on.
fair. There's a lot of entertainment as well at the fair.
Yes.
And I'm not sure what's the most popular, but I know I always love to take my kids through all the animal barns.
Yes.
And I think exposing our young students, I think it's great. There's an educational component to this, to agriculture is really important. So kids grow up to know where their food comes from and the importance of agriculture to our county and our economy and our country.
Yeah, and that is the main mission of the fair, is ag education. We actually, aside from the school programs, we have chaperone guides, which are kind of the guidelines for the school tours that come in. They're also available at our guest relations centers so that the fair-going public can also check out and see what we have to offer. There's posters and signage to go with that. And we actually have a virtual tour sort of thing on a map. It's a thing link. They overlay links to our fairgrounds map, so it takes you, if you go and look at it on our website before you come to the fair, you can actually click and see videos and links, and Frederick County Public Schools actually did that for us last year.
Wow, that's great, because it is a big fair, and it's hard to decide when you come in through the gates as to where you want to go first.
Yeah.
Now, many of us will come multiple days, but what kind of tips do you have for fair goers in terms of just getting to the fair, what they might want to stop and see, where they should park? It's always crowded at the fair.
Sure, yeah, it is that. So we have 4 satellite parking lots on one's borderlines East Patrick Street, one is on Monroe, and then 2 are on Highland Street. And my recommendation is just if you're coming in the evenings, we have a great entertainment lineup this year. From Ricky Skaggs, Vince Gill, Thomas Rhett, tractor truck pulls, demo derbies, one with cars, one's with trucks and vans. 38 Special, we did have Rachel Platt and she had to cancel, but we've replaced her with 38 Special. And then Foreigner and Jake Owen, and all of the concerts are selling really well. So we recommend people getting there early if they're coming for concerts or just to enjoy the fair. and to plan ahead and plan to park in the satellite parking lots because the infield lot is limited and fills up the quickest. So, and then if we have a free mobile app for the fair. It's the Great Frederick Fair. You can get it on your iPhone or your Android devices. And it actually, we can send out push notifications. So we'll be alerting people if there's any backups in traffic. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but it's almost inevitable with the flow of people coming in.
So is this the first year for the app?
No, this is our 4th year with the app.
Wow, I need to catch up with it. I have to download that on my phone.
Yeah.
So if people want to buy concert tickets, I'm sure they're going quick, so they need to get online and purchase them now.
Yes, they can purchase tickets at www.thegreatfrederickfair.com, or our box office is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 3, and you can get the phone number on our website.
Are there any special event days? I know there's days where you can ride for one price, and there are other things to attract families, because it can be expensive to bring your family to the fair.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about some of those special days?
Sure. We have a lot of carnival promotions. We have an advanced ticket sale promotion at Walgreens stores around the area. It's a $25 mega ticket. It gets admission and unlimited rides for any one day that you choose. We also have a family 4-pack that's offered on our website, which is the same deal but for 4 people, and all of them are used at the same time. And then we have pay one price days. On Saturdays, it's from 10 a.m. to close, and it's $30. If you buy it there, you could purchase them for a little bit less on our website. And then we have $10 Monday, which is Fill the Wheel. It's kind of our campaign that in the idea that you would bring canned goods in and fill a Ferris wheel bucket. With trying to fill the whole Ferris wheel, essentially, is what we are going for. But if you bring in a canned food item, then you pay $10 and you can ride from 2 to close on Monday.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then we partner with the area food bank to bring the food there. And then on Wednesday, we have carload specials. So you have to park in Lot D, which is the parking lot off of Monocacy Boulevard or Monroe. And it's $50 for a car, and that's your admission and your unlimited rides that evening. And we say for every legally buckled person in the car. So that's our stipulation, but that's another promotion.
Well, it sounds like you've thought through a lot of creative ideas to have special kinds of days and cost savings events for people to come with their kids to the fair. Our kids certainly want to come for the rides and the carnival events. It's big attractions. But, I really do encourage everybody to take their kids around to see the animals and see all the exhibits and displays throughout the fair so they can learn about agriculture as well.
Yeah.
So you always have great entertainment. I'm not quite sure how you go about getting such great entertainment, but it's always a good time at the fair. Now, from a government standpoint, I know a lot of people love to go there to eat, and so the fair for a number of years has allowed county employees with a county badge to come in at their lunch break to eat. And so that is a really appreciated offer for those of us in county government.
Yeah, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. every weekday of the fair, you can present your business card or your ID badge. And tell them at the gate that you're here for the lunch bunch, and then you can go in for no cost. Parking is still not included in that, but your admission is free to get in, so you can eat at your favorite vendor at the fair.
Yeah, so sometimes the only time you can eat at that favorite vendor is during Fair Week.
Yes.
So are there any other highlights about the fair that you want to talk about this year?
Some of the other things that I think people don't necessarily know that we have that are really great events are the horse pool is on the first Friday at 5 p.m. That's a free event. It's in the Equine Arena. We have some activities for children in the City Streets Country Roads exhibit, which is sort of like the hub of our agricultural programs. And there's they have a kids pedal pool, and they have a stick horse contest, and just some other free things that the kids can enjoy there on some time frames and stuff. Our whole schedule of events is on our website, so there's more details to that.
And the Farm Family of the Year on Friday night.
Yeah, we honor our agribusiness, an ag advocate, and then the Farm Family. The 4-H has a royalty contest. One of the biggest attractions I can't forget this one is our birthing center.
I was going to mention the birthing center because I always like to go there too.
And this year we're partnering with Q103 and Spikers cameras, and they are actually going to do a live feed from the birthing center so that people can see it. Because we try to get them to have babies during the fair, but sometimes it's like right after we close, then that's
don't
when
cooperate.
it happens. Yeah. So we're excited about that this year as well.
Well, thank you for joining me today. You know, we're really happy to promote the fair. Agriculture is an important industry in Frederick County, and it's certainly part of our heritage, and we want to make sure it's part of our legacy to our future generations as well. So we appreciate the popularity of the fair. I recognize all the hard work that goes into putting together all of the entertainment, the programming, the special events, and just coordinating the hundreds of exhibitors and animals and activities at the fair. It really is a phenomenal fair, and so I really want to thank you and your team for the great job you do putting the fair together.
Thank you. And I would just like to say thanks again for having me, and then just to echo what you just said, our fair is most importantly a big community gathering and a tradition in the area, and it's awesome to work with all the people in our community, our law enforcement, our fire and rescue, and just anyone that has a hand in it. There's so many people that we could name, so we really appreciate everyone's efforts to make it the Great Frederick Fair.
So, thank you for joining us. Remember, the Great Frederick Fair is September 16th through September 24th. Come out and experience the Great Frederick Fair. It really is one of the highlights of the year in Frederick County. Thank you for joining us, and we'll put up the links so you can get more information about the fair.